We're going to take a look at how to do long division with something that has the highest power of x squared. So to start doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to use x plus 3. We're going to use the long division line like we would have done in primary school. And we write what we're dividing into underneath. How we start this is we ask ourselves, what would I multiply this thing here by to make this thing here? And what we do is we write that answer up on the top here. So how would I multiply, or what would I multiply x by to make it x squared? Well, I'd multiply x by x to make it x squared. And what I do now is I multiply x by all of this here, and I write my answer underneath, and I'm going to take it away. So x by x is going to give me x squared. That's multiplying this by this. And then I'm going to multiply x by plus 3, and that's going to give me a plus 3x. And now what I do is I draw my line underneath, and I'm going to subtract it away. So I'm going to change these signs. These two here will cancel out, and that's what I want. So that now I'm left with 2x, and I bring down my last bit, and that's a plus 6. My last step then, or my next step, is I start again. It's how do I make x become 2x? I have to multiply x by 2, so I write plus 2 up here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to multiply 2 by all of this, and I'm going to write it down here. What should happen now is that when I do that, they should all cancel out. So I'm going to multiply 2 by x, giving me 2x, and 2 by 3, that's plus by plus gives me a plus, and 2 3s are 6. As you can see, they're the same. So again, I draw my line, and I change my signs, and I always do that because I'm subtracting this out of it. And they're going to go. And once I end up with 0 here, I've completed my long division, where my answer is this thing up here. So my answer is x plus 2. And what that means is that if I multiply x plus 2 and x plus 3, I get this bit here in the middle. All right, let's try a second question then. So my second question here, same idea. I'm going to start by writing it's 2x minus 1 that I'm dividing in, and I draw my long line on the top, and it's 6x squared plus 9x and minus 6. And I start by asking myself, how do I make this become this? What do I need to multiply it by? Well, to make it 2 of 6, I have to multiply by 3. I have an x, but I need an x squared, so I need to multiply by x. And now I'm going to multiply 3x by all of this, and I'm going to write it here. So 3x by 2x is going to give me 6 and x squared, so we know we're definitely on the right track with that. And then I have to multiply the 3x by minus 1, which is going to give me a minus 3x. I draw my line, and I change my signs. Now I change them, so that one happened to be a minus there, so I change it now to be a plus. And now I'm adding 9 and 3, that's going to give me 12x, and I bring down my next part here, minus 6. And I start again. I ask myself, what do I multiply this by to make this? I multiply 2 by 6, and there's an x already there. And now I'm going to multiply my plus 6 by all of this, and I write it underneath. And when I do that, 2x by 6 gives me 12x. Minus by plus gives me a minus. 1 by 6 is 6. And as you can see there, they're both the same. So when I draw my line and I change my signs, they're going to add to give me 0. So I know my answer is right. And my answer is this thing here on the top. So my answer is 3x plus 6. That means if I multiply 3x plus 6 by 2x minus 1, I'm getting this thing here in the middle.